What is up, guys? Thank you all for checking it out today. I just want to apologize for a minute here. My camera mount just collapsed, so I'm trying to fix that right now. So let me know if you guys can hear me or not. Sorry for the delay. Just trying to get this fixed, and we'll get the show on the road here. I apologize. Please let me know if you can hear me, if I sound okay to you tonight. And hopefully I don't sound as much like garbage as I did last night. I'm trying to get the microphone fixed. I've got some serious feedback happening where I've got too many instances of this mic running through my PC right now. So that sucks. That's just part of the game, right? Let me know if you can hear me. That'd be great. No, we'll be right back. What's up, Spartan Painting? Can you hear me okay, buddy? Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me all right. The mic got a double instance. It's doubled up here right now, so I'm getting some weird feedback from it. I think it's a little bit better than it was last night. Just bear with me here. My camera mount broke, so I am currently trying to get up and going. But I did not want to start on time tonight. Jump in. I'll know that I'm doing this thing. Better late than never. Lucky, this thing will work just fine and we'll be in good shape. Check that out right there. Done broke on me. I'm trying to get this up and going here. I apologize, guys. Thank you all for hanging tight with me here. I think I've just about got it rocking and rolling here. Way it goes in the big time. All right, I think we've almost got it here. Yeah, I'm from Tennessee. What's up, Reba? Thank you for joining. Guys, if you're just now popping in, I apologize. I did lose the camera mount. Lapsed, actually snapped on me. I am currently bad boy up and going again. There's a crotch shot for you. I apologize. Just give me just a minute. I'll be right back while I plug this in. Just a moment. Well, I've almost got it. Just a second. One more thing I gotta do too. Sorry guys, I really appreciate y'all's patience. Guys, if y'all are out there and you have a minute, jump on over to a Jolly's list. Give her a follow. She's and trying to back again. Got it. Right, we are easy. We're almost there. I apologize, guys. My lapse. What one's there? I guess that's just. Don't mess up. You're not. Go. Making it happen, Captain. Check it out. What I'm talking about. Cool. Welcome, guys. Thank you all for stopping by again. I apologize. Play. What I prefer. Fortunately, drop this. Sorry, I managed to mount manage. All right, so what we got going on today, guys? I'm going to work some more on the Titanic night here. Titan box set drops this. A lot of W actual games already have these on the shelf. So if you can go out to the stores, check that out. Good stuff. Like I said before, check that out. Already magnetized. Boom, goes right in. Crossing set. A lot of fun. Follow your instructions. Little trick. Break all mine back apart and redo. That was a mess. But all in all, is not as in. You can hear me some, then you can't hear me, right? Is that what you're saying? Is that better? Well, it is just a mess tonight, ain't it? Autofocus. Alright. How's that sound? Does that sound better, guys? Does that sound better to you? Prefer it sound good for you guys? Since you all are the ones checking it out. Alright, cool. I'll do the best to keep that tonight. Alright, again, thank you all for checking out. We do have up in the corner up there, we do have a follower gold giveaway. So that what that includes is any Slow Fuse Gaming brush set from slowfusegaming.com that is currently in stock. If you are in that raffle will go off once we hit 80 followers for this month. And then I'll set up for the next one. After that will be another 40, so it'll be 120 followers after that. So we're getting pretty close. Hopefully we'll hit that tonight. And if we do, then we'll go ahead and drop that raffle, and somebody will be going. Somebody will be winning that, and they'll get shipped later on this month. So get rocking and rolling. I'll be right back. Got my SFG go bags here. The ones I've been using to go back and forth from work. That reminds me, I do have the Lady Arcana to show her off tonight. She will be the top donator giveaway for this month, and that is a cumulative throughout the month. If you donate more than once, that will build up for you. So that will be the giveaway at the last day of this month. I feel like I'm that kid that was late to school with his homework unfinished right now. That's because it collapsed and it made a mess. Unfortunate, but I guess that's just the way it goes. I'll move some of my paints here. Alright, so last night what I worked with was I was using the Flash Gets Yellow and some, I believe some of the, what was it here? Leather Brown from Army Painter. And I was mixing those in with a white and going back and forth. Try to get some transitions there, and then I went back and did the black and did a couple white highlights on there for the trim. I am going to go with like a Space Wolf gray on this. That's what I'm going to paint most of the rest of the body with. We'll be trying to tape off some of this stuff and doing it the hard way, right? Tonight painting this, so we'll see how far we get with it. And of course, I was a little late getting home today from work than what I had planned on. A little behind right now. Get my wet palette out here. Got the Everlasting Wet palette. Using that bad boy for a little while now. I'm really enjoying it. It's got some really cool stuff on it. Wet palette paper. Stuff right there is pretty great. That's what I've been using on. It's the paper that comes with its own parchment paper, right? More or less parchment paper. Pretty good stuff. Go rinse out my dirties real quick. Right. I'm back. I'm back for more. Check it out. Got that clean water. Got my PBR. I'll make this happen. Usually what I do with this wet palette here, because I travel a lot with it, I try to dump it a little bit. But then whenever I get back in, I try to just put a little bit of water in there, freshen it back up. So when I throw that parchment paper on, it just automatically goes straight to it. So I just throw a little bit of water on there, not too terribly much. Probably more than it really needs. So put that on there. Wet hands on that. I got a ton of water in there right now, more than I really need, but it's going to work out. So I want to curl immediately, and then I press it back out. Finally take, boom, here we go. Got that up and go. Floating a little. I got a little bit too much water in there, but got this one. All right, so like I was saying before, we're going to use some Space Wolf themed, like a wolf gray from Army Painter. They got a really nice wolf gray that I really like. If, I think I'm kind of going with the Betrayal at Calth colors on this, since it is pre-heresy. Now, I cannot say that matches lore of any sort. I have no idea. So I'm just going with it. We're just seeing what happens. Hopefully it'll look pretty cool. Find that color. There it is. The wolf gray right there. Good stuff. Now I usually throw this through the airbrush without any real problems, any significant problems anyway. I just have to use my reducer. I use Createx because I'm a hobo, and I use the cheap stuff from Hobby Lobby. What I use, that's what I like. It works for me. I would prefer to get the better stuff, so we'll just have to save up and get that later on. You guys still hear me okay? We good? We still good, right? Cool. I am using my Iwata Neo. It is dirty as hell, but we're going to use it today anyways. This has got the 0.35 needle and nozzle on that. It's pretty cheap from Hobby Lobby. It's a workhorse. I mean, it's done tons of great stuff for me. And I turned around and had one of those cleaner kits, and I actually put my reducer in this nozzle here because it makes it so much. Hey, what's up, Rockabilly Rebel? Thanks, buddy. Thanks for letting me know about that. So I got this stuff here. I mean, it's just a little squeeze bottle at this point, and it's just got the reducer in it. I found this to be a lot easier than this here. Again, this is hobo. I mean, this is straight up Createx, right? This is the stuff that people are like, no, don't use that. I use it because it's available right now. I get it 40% off of that $13 and $49 right there, right? So that's just what I'm using right now. This cap absolutely sucks to try to put it in there. As soon as you go to put it in, it just runs all down the side and it makes a mess, and can't really control how many drops you get or anything like that. So what I've done is I've taken that, what was it, the cleaning kit, Iwata cleaning kit, and I've just replaced with one of these. So any real bottle dropper will do for that. Gives me a little bit more control. All right, I'm going to plug this thing in. Hopefully it won't blow your ears out. Hopefully it won't sound like absolute garbage. It might, but hopefully it won't. So plug that in and get to spraying some paint on this thing. All right. Make it happen, Captain. Dirty as hell. For you guys that have seen my Mortarian work I've been doing for a commission, it's what I've been using this for. So it's covered in yellow and oranges from Saturday of last week. So yeah, it's pretty gnarly. It's just been sitting, so I really need to take the time to clean that later tonight. And I got one of these bad boys right here. Take that out. I ended up dropping some cash on that. It was like 25-30 bucks or whatever, but I'm telling you, dude, it was It's so nice to have. All right. Again, like I said before, we're going to go with that wolf gray. We'll see how this comes out. Shake it, shake it, shake it. I need to put some beads in this bad boy. I'm going to throw this a little bit out, make sure it's not all separated. And good thing I did that because it is separated. I'm going to throw a little bit in there. Make myself comfortable. So a couple drops. Oh, I got that at Hobby Lobby. Hey, Dee is here. She's going to be in the stream. Hopefully, if the camera works tonight. If not, she'll just be hanging out. Still, you just won't be able to see her lovely face. You'll just have to hear her tonight. Where's my mixing brush? What do I do with it? Any brush will do that you don't really want to keep. I got a few of these ATC brushes from Dice Head. Yeah, Amazon, Hobby Lobby, all those places are pretty nice. The Hobby Lobby usually get the 40% off, but the way Amazon is pretty much finding that at that same price, right? So, all right, so mix that up real good there. We're gonna just blow a little bit out. I don't feel like it's too watery, so we're gonna go with that. I probably should actually go ahead and cut that a little bit more so it's a little thinner, so that my pre-highlights aren't just shot. Yeah, Spartan, this airbrush, man, I love it, man. Like I said, I got two of them, right? I got one with a 0.5 and one with a 0.35 in it, so that I can use one for priming them bigger colors, and I got this one here for more of my detail stuff. There we go. I like that a little bit better. A little more smooth. That's more smooth than that one there, right? All right, let's screw this up real good. Now you'll notice that I am not covering anything at the moment, right? I'm not worried about the piece behind it. Literally the piece that's behind it is going to end up getting repainted later. Right now I'm just worried about getting that paint down and doing some trim work. Right. No, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I have gone the long way around to do this model. It's like if you were there when I was building this thing, you would have thought I've never built a model before. I mean, I have just done everything backwards that you possibly could on this thing, and it sucks. Trust me, it sucks, because you put all that time and effort into it, and then you're like, oh my god, what have I done? Anyhow, what I'm saying is, I should have let the panels off. I really got overconfident after I built it. I did the whole thing sub-assembly, right? No panels on it, nothing. I thought, you know what? I'm going to put the panels on. I'm good. I don't need it. And then what happened? I got in the middle of it and I was like, oh my god. What? Yep, I should have put the panels on. So that's a thing. Now I'm probably going to go over this. I know I'm going to go over this multiple times, right? I'm probably going to tape off that yellow more than once tonight. Yep. Kind of going for that Betrayal of Calth Space Wolf on this one. The other night, like I said, if I'm doing the Betrayal of Calth stuff, I'm going to end up going with the reds and everything, like the World Eater stuff on the other one, right? The Trader Legions. I did the trade. So like when you get this kit, right, it has different shoulder pads for it, right? So you can choose if you want Trader Legion, if you want them to be blank for your own stuff, or if you want them to be Loyalist. And of course it has all kinds of different decals and everything. So I just end up going with Trader Legion stuff. And again, I don't know the lore for pre-heresy. I don't know. Mark, my sound's coming in and out, buddy, because I got the compressor running. Let me see if I can change something real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Give me just a second here. All right, now you guys can probably, I don't know if you can hear me better or not now, but I've got to get this thing set up to where I can use the compressor without really losing you guys. It's a little better. Oh, is it? It's better. A lot. It's a lot better. As long as you guys can hear me, you know. I just hate that you guys have to hear the compressor while it's running. Yeah, time flies.
I realized it had been that long.
Time flies when you're painting semis.
Time flies when you're hoping your kid goes to sleep so you can leave the room.
Yeah. Please go to sleep so I can leave.
I think I want to do.
Cool. Alright, so just about got this where I want it. Like I said, I'm going the long way around. It's going to be a total pain in the ass, but it'll look cool regardless. So, I'll go ahead and pull that off there for right now. Now I'm going to go in here and start blowing some paint down in here. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll pretend to know what I'm talking about, if it helps you out.
Hi, Jolly. Funny story. 4 cop cars, a K9 unit. The dog ripped the thing off the window, mad as hell. So he ripped the gate off the window?
He ripped the, this morning, that's Mark Wally. He was in the store this morning. He gets a call from his wife and from ADT or whoever he's using for security.
Yeah.
And the alarm was going off. His dog ripped the daggum alarm off the window, it looks like. It's crazy, man.
The K9?
Yeah. Yeah, like his, yeah, I guess.
Why were they at his house?
Because they got alerted, the alarm was going off.
Sorry.
They were like, somebody's robbing your shit, homie. I want to make sure that they were okay.
Help!
It's crazy, man. It sucks, dude. I'm gonna put a little bit more.
The dog's got like some serious issues. Turn it off! Turn it off! You can't turn it off, then I'll just rip it off. It's driving me crazy! I can never tell which direction I'm looking at.
Okay at the moment.
Okay.
I just had to rig the
Camera?
yep.
Oh, that thing. Okay. That's what it is.
Yep.
That's some horsepoop.mpeg for sure.
Horsepoop.mpeg. Wonder if I can actually bring it down yet or not. It's not really wanting to stay. I've got to get something heavier on this thing.
What do you mean?
The springs or whatever. Let me pull that spring off and see if I can get it to stay. Aha. That's a little better, right?
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, Spartan, you're welcome to come out, buddy. We're just about 30 miles north. It's about a 15-minute drive, 10-15-minute drive. You're welcome to come out, buddy. Come out and get some games in, just a chill time, whatever you want to do, man. We'll make it happen. Just give me a shout before you come out, so that I know. Alright. Like I said, guys, I've kind of gone the back-ass way about doing this, but this is what not to do. So it'll be just fine. We'll make it happen. Cool. So I'm pretty happy with that so far on here. We're going to move on over to the rest of the model here. Uh-oh. That's trash. Mm-hmm. I guess it's trash.
Paint.
Yeah,
there's. It has acrylic paint on it.
It has something in it. Well, it has like paint or ink in it, right?
Yeah, but no, that just it smelled like a glob of acrylic paint.
Yeah.
To the guns.
Yeah.
Guns out, guns out.
All right, so there's the panel on one side. Like I said, guys, I put these big ass magnets inside of them. They've been working really, really well on these.
They're strong.
Strong magnets. Cool. So those are pretty much done there. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on the torso here. It's going to be a little bit trickier. Let me grab... Let's see how I'm going to do this. I think that I'm going to make these straight up metal here.
That's not really in frame.
I think I'll make those metal. I'm not sure yet.
Those rocket launchers?
Yeah. Missile pods, whatever you call them.
Can you help me realize what these are for? All these little numbers.
So we were talking about it earlier. We think that these are like power generators, like
because these definitely look like stoplights.
Do what?
Like red
oh
lights.
yeah,
These look stoplights.
they do. Yeah, I'd say that your sheriff. I'd say the sheriff is right about that.
Yeah, no, he's definitely correct. They look like little landmines.
They do look like little landmines. Little turds.
They were annoying to glue on. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that piece was big enough.
No. Mark, do you care to post up the stream, man? I didn't get on Facebook in time to post this up. If you can throw it in some locales for me, that'd be awesome. Twitch.tv/Chaklagor Bloodbeard would do the trick. Alright, so again, just tape that off. I like to keep it at the same angle that I try to pre-highlight everything in, right? That's 45. But I got it coming from this direction. right. Same thing on this side. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Guys, like I said, if you know anybody out there, let them know to come on over. Drop us a follow. Don't cost anything, obviously. And what we're doing is we're going to do some giveaways. Got some of those gold giveaways I'm wanting to do. If I can hit 80 followers tonight, which we're actually pretty close. We're not too far away. If we can get 80, yep. We're not too far from it. If we can get up to 80 tonight on that goal counter up in the corner there, then we're going to do a gold giveaway for some slowfusegaming.com brushes, SFG brushes. Your pick if you win the raffle.
Are you planning to do both these knee plates yellow?
No, just the one.
Okay.
Just the one yellow. Alright, so we're going to come back over here.
Don't want it looking like a confused bumblebee.
Yep, that's true. Alright, back over here. I done screwed up and got a big old scratch on that one, but we just covered it up just fine. Back over here, put some more on it. Don't blow any runs. And then we're going to go over here and get ready to cover this helmet. Like I said, I'm going the hard way about all this, guys. There's a much easier way to do all this, and it's not the way I'm doing it.
Yeah. Well,
it's been my whole life. That's what I do.
To be fair, I did ask you if you were sure you wanted to do that.
Yeah, just rub it in a little bit. No, but
Do you need smaller tape?
yeah, but I don't know where it's at right now.
I do.
Not my super tiny tape. Is that the one you're talking about?
No.
I won't.
Smaller painter's tape.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at.
I do.
Okay, well, yeah. Cool. Got those taped off there. Like a bum.
Like these?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I knew where it was.
You did.
What else to do?
I'm about to blow some more blue up in this, up here. Just trying to get it taped off. Well, this part right here is probably just fine, but I'm trying to paint through here, so I'm trying to tape all this off so I don't get blue everywhere. Turn that yellow green or whatever. We get a better size tape here.
See, your tiny tape's in here, but right there's that painter's tape.
Yeah.
Waldo's says, what's up?
Waldo's, what's up, buddy? Thank you, Mark. I appreciate the help on that. Pack the punch. Alright, guys, we're almost taped off here. Again, I'm just trying to make sure we're good. I don't want to ruin this yellow and turn it green.
Are you going to tape it off too?
Yeah, I'm going to tape that helmet off right there. I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty right there. He can't see a thing. Alright, cool. Yep, thank you. That's the tape I definitely needed. Alright, cool. We're going to make this happen here. Yeah, better.
Okay?
No, better do it. If I don't do it, I'll be regretting it. Alright. Go ahead and shoot some more over here. Some more over here. Figuring out how to run down through there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and blow some paint up through there. I'm going to try to mimic my pre-highlight down through here because my paint's a little thicker, so it's covering that up. Well, I mean, the pre-highlight, yes and no. I don't want to just cover the pre-highlight, but I want it to be translucent enough to where the pre-highlight helps the color.
Just kind of gives it a boost.
Yeah.
Make it get a little brighter in those areas.
Yeah. Again, like I said, we're using that wolf gray. Cool. So that's what I'm looking for right there.
We're going to do those power cells.
I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do on those.
I do think that those launchers are going to look cool in metal.
Yeah, I think they'll look good in metal too. Alright, so that's pretty much all the panel work done there. Oops, for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and use that same that I've got in there. I'm just going to add a little bit of white to it right now. Using some of that Slow Fuse Gaming white. Super smooth. Just put a couple drops in there. A few drops actually.
And then one on your paper for good measure.
Yeah. A little bit of cut. Mix it in there. Make it dirty. Yep. Make it dirty for a highlight. Alright, I'm going to blow it on my paper here. Make sure we're good. It's a little lighter. But I'm not where I want it just yet, so I'm going to add a little bit more white to it.
That wolf gray is pretty highly pigmented.
It is, yeah. Both these colors have a lot in them. So, again, I'm going to use the mixing brush here. There we go. I don't want to go straight to white. I want to keep a little bit of blue in there. So I can give it some pop. Alright. Let's try this again here. We are just trying to highlight this bad boy here, right through here, make it look nice and clean and crisp. nice transition around the emblem there. So that when I go and detail that out right there, it's going to pop really bright right in the middle. Go on over here, do the same thing. We're going from a different angle because they have the light a little differently on this one. On the back side from the front side. Again. Nice and translucent. Oh crap. Well, I made a classic mistake. So there we go. So I got a couple little dots on there. I have a wet rag here from blowing paint on it, so I was able to actually turn around and pull that off. But we're back to it again here. So just minor. Remember, this stuff tends to die down after it dries. It's not as intense, but it's just enough to where it pops and looks good, and we still have our actual colors that we wanted to begin with. So, alright. Now that we've got the two shoulders done, just a subtle color in there. There you go, subtle color in there. Like I said, it's going to die down just a little bit. See how this one's already a little darker than this one over here. Now we're going to come back and I'm going to go ahead and hit all this through here, because right here this takes a whole bunch of the light hitting it at this angle right here. So we're going to go ahead, start blowing it on here. Right on top at this angle. I'm coming at a 45 degree and I'm coming at this angle right here, not straight on. And I'm just going to take it, lean it back, and try to catch that same angle that I had running down through there. Cool. Now again, the back side I did a little bit of transitioning with the pre-highlight, so I'm going to come through and do it through here too. So, alright, I'm going to set that off to the side. It looks really bright right now. I'm going to just set this down, let it dry, so that the colors are they're going to come back down, right? They're going to not be as saturated once it begins to dry. So that's pretty much most colors I found with airbrushing that you blow are going to lose a lot of their brightness once you have once it is dried. So
hey, Ryan, Iron Wolf.
It's quiet, too quiet. What's up, Larry? How's it going, buddy? Can you hear me okay? You just being silly, or do I need to make a change?
So no music?
No music this time.
Okay.
As much as I like, as much as I like the music, I'm keeping the music off so I can go back and edit this stuff and make quick recaps without the sound being crazy. So you guys can play your own jams, and you don't gotta listen to my crazy crap. Alright, again, I'm doing the same thing here, just using that highlight.
Larry likes the fact that there's no music.
It's just that sweet sound of static and feedback.
Static and compressor.
Yeah, that compressor, and I got like 2 feeds of sound going on in the background on this thing, so it tends to double up real bad. Alright, so again, I'm doing it from this angle. From the other side, it's just how I pre-highlighted it and gave it 2 points of interest so that when you're playing, everybody gets a little taste of that happiness. Alright, check that out. Alright, cool. So that's pretty nice right there. That's looking good. Again, we're going to let that die down because it is going to darken up just a little bit. We'll move back over to the legs here. Yeah, I understand completely, Larry. Alright, so we're going to go back here. Let's see, this is the angle I've got from the rear. So I'm going to go back and do some of my highlights. I'm actually going to let it stay flat this time and do my actual 45 that I did the original pre-highlight in. So guys, even whenever you're gonna put it just in one spot, like say I'm trying to paint that right there, right? You can see it right there in the corner, the little panel. What I don't want to do is just sit there and go, right? So I'm constantly moving it just a little bit. Well, my head was right in the way. See that there?
Yeah. I was gonna say they can't see what
Alright, so I kind of, even though I'm trying to stay in the same spot, I want to keep moving because this stuff can puddle really quick on you. And most of you probably already know this, but for those of you who are new to it, I'm just telling you what I have screwed up tremendously to try to help you out while you're on your journey of blowing tons of cash on equipment that you're not ready for. Because that's what I did. In the rear with the gear. That would be some StarCraft, right? If I'm not mistaken, Larry. Do a little bit more here. So I'm going to pull all this together with the glaze anyways, guys. So it's okay to be, I know it looks really, really light, but it'll be alright. Alright, again, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to come down. You already see some of the pre-highlight, how that worked. But I'm going to come down at the same angle there. Experience. Alright, so we're going to go back like this. Guys, we will be raffling these knights off. More than likely.
These are the Titanicus.
These are.
You're raffling them off.
The Warlord Titans. More than likely next month we'll raffle them off, depends. I'm wanting to raffle off stuff on the stream. I'm not sure which one I'll raffle off just yet. I might raffle off the World Eaters one and keep this one. I'm not sure. Hey Larry, what is the name from? Okay, go back to the Betrayal at Calth situation. What is the name of the Space Wolves at that time? Are they still Space Wolves, or did they have a different name? Still Space Wolves? Cool.
They call themselves the
Fenrica.
I can't really see
Vyalka Fenrica.
Yep.
Is that how you say that? Is that Y and actually a Y, or is that supposed to be like the J sound? Or is it like reversed? Okay, cool. So that's kind of, like I said, that's what, you weren't here for that earlier, Larry, but I had ended up deciding to do, you may have caught it last night, but I decided to do a, the World Eaters versus Space Wolves Betrayal at Calth situation in colors, since it sounded cool. That's what I'm going with. Alright, so that's pretty much that, right? That's all of our transitions. Really, really light stuff. Looks good. Thank you, Spartan. I think it'd be cool. Vilka Fenrica. Vilka Fenrica. I don't know. That works for me. Uh-oh. I blew a little bit of white. A little bit of yellow in there. I'll go back and fix that with the airbrush later. I done effed it up, Tony.
It's hard for me to find a position where I can see what's happening and not be partially in your screen and be distracting. Because there's just like part of the face down here.
Ultra Weenies and Word Bears. Who's in the Betrayal? Okay, so I totally thought that was a space. Maybe. Okay, no, it wasn't. It was Prospero. That's right. It wasn't who was that Prospero? See, I'm getting my different stories. I told you I don't really know the lore. Like I said earlier, I'm just kind of going with it. Who was that Prospero? That's right. It was Space Wolves, and who else? It was Airmen. So it was Thousand Suns before there were Thousand Suns, or was it? I just don't know. That's what we have Larry for. Space Wolves and Thousand Suns. Okay, well there we go. That's what I'm doing. I just want to tell everybody the wrong thing so that everybody feels smarter than me. And then I'll just go, yeah, I know what I'm talking about whenever they say it, whenever they correct me.
Prosperous and Thousand Suns.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. And we need some sweet ass pyramids. They've always been the thousand signs. Alright, cool. Well, that's what's happening. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. That's what I'm trying to do here. Them sweet ass glass pyramids.
They don't care.
Those pyramids are pretty sweet though. Alright, so we got, I think we're looking pretty good on the colors here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Spartan. I got some ideas for that. I'm probably going to use some cheat codes on that one and go get some of that sweet ass spray from the automotive store. I used to paint cars every now and then. I went to school for painting cars, so obviously I'm not going to use actual automotive, but get a cheapo fake rattle can version. But if I do it right, it'll look really cool. Hell yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, so I'm going to go back here and blow a little bit more on. I just want to go ahead and bring it up to 11 before I bring it back down to 8. Again, I don't want to necessarily lose all that blue, but when I throw the glaze over it, it's going to bring a bunch of that back really quick. And I think it's going to look super cool. Super duper cool. And this is, again, going to be for our store. Dicehead. You can go to dicehead.com, check that out. Also, you can find it on Facebook. It's Dicehead Games and Comics. We're going to be using these this weekend. We have a midnight release party tomorrow night, and then we have a demo day starting at 12 o'clock on Saturday. Larry, I really hope you'll be there because you're going to be the man when it comes to all this cool stuff. You're going to be able to correct me when I tell everybody the wrong information Saturday. Yeah, man, I'd love to get some of that tent. Man, I want some of that tent from Badger so bad. But I'm working with the poor man Hobby Lobby stuff. That's what we're doing over here in the Taylor household. We're working with that budget shit. Dude, I remember when I first started trying to learn airbrushing years ago, right? Was glycerin a thing back in the day? Was that a thing? Was glycerin like a thing for airbrushing? Because I remember, maybe that was for makeup airbrushing. Uh-oh. Maybe it was for makeup airbrushing, I don't know. But like back in the day, like, that was, I remember being like, well, then you gotta cut the paint, and what do you cut the paint with? And the whole internet was telling me glycerin or something like that. Which was weird, because the only time I heard of glycerin was like every cartoon ever that talked about dynamite, right? So I was like, well, that, damn. That's hardcore. What am I looking at?
What Larry said.
Let's say paint it gold, and you got to finish all that by midnight tomorrow night. Spartan painting, no, not all of it, just the good majority of it, so it looks half decent, right? So the people playing the game and learning the game have something cool to look at. I won't mention that really weird Titans. Oh yeah, no, I knew there weren't Titans at Prospero. That's cool.
Well,
nice.
Larry, now you don't have to mention it in the store because you mentioned it on the stream, so you got it out of your system.
Yeah, no, I knew there weren't any. I mean, as far, okay, let me back up. I have not seen any artwork that told me that there was Titans at Prospero, but I thought it'd be really cool to do for my 1v1, right? So that's what I went with. So I'm like the WoW Wiki kind of guy, right? Like Wowhead WoW Wiki kind of guy. Like when it comes to my Warhammer, I'm like, all right, go to Warhammer Wiki. I need to find this, and I like scour everything, Control F, trying to find words, and then I start finding stuff, right?
Whoops. I gotta go.
All right, love you. I'll see you in a minute.
That's my calling. Good night.
Mr. Fallon is summoning his servants. Our son is going to be 2 in October, and when he goes a calling because something's wrong, he is not a fan of Dad coming to the rescue at 1 o'clock in the morning or midnight or whatever. The rule of cool. Well, the thing too, Larry, Ryan Ironwolf, the thing that kind of sucks about that, what you're talking about just doing your alternate timeline stuff, is what sucks is like that's happened, right? It's like any story out there, right? Every story has like 10 different writers, right? So then you're like, well, here's the core, and then you have all these like branches and alternative versions of that, which is unfortunate because it makes nerds, it makes us nerds trying to figure out what the hell's really going on, what's going on. Now, the difference is someone like you has been there since like the beginning, right? So you actually are like, here's what really happened, right? And then you're like, then all this shit happened because they can sell more models, right? Well, if we change the storyline, we can sell more models. If we change the storyline, we can sell more comic books. If we change the storyline, we can go back and rewrite TV shows and movies and not get painted into a corner. So that's why I have a huge problem with time travel. Yep, Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's the other part too. I'll be like, oh yeah, it's that one right there from the book. It's just my take on it. So, but regardless, this is looking pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and I believe pull. I think we're going to pull it. I think we're going to pull it. Pull the tape. Let me clean out the brush real quick, and then we'll kill the air compressor so you guys can hear me a little bit better. I'm just using that, I'm using this airbrush cleaner here from Vallejo. I love this stuff, especially that right there. That spout right there is awesome for this stuff. Larry's a weirdo, but he's our weirdo. He's our weirdo. No, he's not a weirdo. I guess he's seen some stuff, man. He's seen some shit and some stuff. He's seen some things. Has anybody else here used latex over the top of airbrush work for masking? Has anybody here done that? I'd like to know if anybody here has done that. Reason why I ask is because I'm going to attempt things. Yeah, like liquid mask, yeah, like that. I just don't know if it's going to pull. I mean, airbrush is so thin, right? I don't want to just pull all that work right off. But I am going to need to do something so that when I go back and do all my metals, you know what I mean? All right, guys, that's a one solid hour we have put in so far today. Let's see, what are we looking at right now here? Let me look up on my thing here. All right, well, we got a couple followers. I apologize. LW88 has followed. Dan FNR Painting has followed. I apologize, I missed you guys earlier. And let's see here. We are currently at, where is our follower goal ticker here? Let me see what we're at here. Currently, we are at 72 out of 80. We literally have 8 more people, 8 more followers, guys, and we will do another giveaway, another gold giveaway. And then we'll reset the clock, right? I do get affiliated, so I don't know if you guys can see it. Someone please confirm whether or not there is a subscription button now. I don't know if you can see it from your phone. I don't know. But I did get affiliated. I did all my paperwork. So hopefully the option to subscribe is there. If so, wouldn't you be so kind? And I do have actual currency, but we are not going to be using it till September. So if you do get a subscription in, I will be sure to give you bonus currency for the month of September so that you can turn around and use that stuff for redemptions. But I'll come up with some sort of cool subscription goal giveaway to make that a little bit more worth everybody's time. Check it out. Look at that right there. That's what I'm talking about, boys and girls. Some highlights. Like I said, we went back in here with the yellows and the browns and did some really cool highlight work. I have totally butchered this helmet, so I gotta clean all that up. Twitch Prime subs! Yes, sir. Will not hurt my feelings any. You know, I wish I was wealthy, because I want to be like, first sub gets $100 bill. That's not the case. I don't have $100 to spend on that. But wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be so cool? All right. This is coming out really cool. I am really digging this. This is awesome. Yeah, so check this out. Like I said, yesterday what we did was we took the yellows, we blew the whole thing yellow, right? Then we turned around and put brown, this leather brown, and we mixed it with yellows. We did multiple layers of this stuff. We went back and forth, just trying to create some depth right there where the armor curves, right? Yeah, mixed some whites back into the yellow, went back over it a couple times. And then once that was done, I turned around and put on there, I turned around and put in the, what's it called? The Lamenter's Yellow Wash from GW, which really sealed it all together, which was really cool. As a matter of fact, it was really neat to see it super glossy, because it was like, ooh, kind of like that. But yeah, so that's what we did there. We're going to go ahead and use Gilliman Blue glaze on this. And we're going to see what this looks like. I hope it's really cool. If not, it sucks to be me, but I really hope it's cool. But we're going to cut it first, right? So let me grab, actually, you know what? Let me see what colors I've got. Because I may want to use the Army Painter blue tone ink that they have. Red tone. Blue tone. Let me see what blue tone looks like real quick here. I'm just going to see what this blue tone looks like. Hold on. Blue tone. Okay. Blue tone's interesting. Blue tone is pretty cool. It's actually not too far away from what I want. But Gilliman glaze might be a little more... Well, I'm going to cut them either way, right? So let's... Let's see what this one looks like. I'd rather cut it and then turn around and put more on than... So that one's a little brighter, right? I think that I would much rather use this one on uniforms and then this one on the armor. This is big, shiny, hot metal pieces with the sun glaring on it, right? Well, I guess it depends on what planet you're on. So we're going to go ahead and go with the Gilliman Blue glaze. I do have some old glaze in there I need to chip out. But it ain't going to happen that easily, so we're just going to move on. Yeah, the tones are a little different. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the glaze. What I want to do is I want to cut it a little bit, just so that we don't just immediately lose all of our. So we don't immediately lose all of our white highlight that's in there, right? Or super light blue. So give me 1 second here while I find my brush that I want for this. I am using the Slow Fuse SFG Bombwick Utility BW4. That's a mouthful, ain't it? But that's what we're using right there. Control the horizontal. Alright, so I'm just going to not do that like a scrub. I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm not even going to do that like a big scrub. We're just going to move this all together. Move on over to one of my bottle caps. Bottle cap with some... Did I use black in that? No, I didn't use anything in that yet. Cool. So we're just gonna really make it interesting and not even use a clear bottle cap. Cool. Works for me. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is drop some of this in there, right? I love this brush, man. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut it with some of that quick shade wash mixing medium, which I know you don't have to use that, you use other stuff, but I've really been enjoying using this stuff, so just gonna cut it a little bit. And I'm gonna find me an inconspicuous little spot to test it in. Yeah, that's gonna work nicely. Cool. All right, let's do it to it. Don't want to necessarily put too much of a line in there, right? Because this is a different scale. This is not your regular marine scale. But I do want it to do its job and still bring in the details. So it's kind of a fine line of what all you really want it to do. Yes, I do still want it to catch those edges to an extent so that when I do brush my trim on, I have something to separate my trim from the panel and not just the color that I'm using. But I don't want to overdo it and it look weird because, again, because of the scale that it's at. It's not a marine, so marine you can get away with it puddling up really nice against the edges, right? And being like, oh yeah, cool. We don't necessarily want to do that with this one. Still a little brighter than what I want. So hopefully that'll die down a little bit. If I can go back with the airbrush again and kind of hit it again. That is always an option. Cool, check it out. Probably could have cut it a little bit more, but a little bit goes a long way. So we're making happy little accidents here. But it's pretty cool because I'd actually blown this to be a little bit lighter here, a little bit lighter here, so we are getting those darker areas here and here, so that's pretty cool. It's working out pretty neat so far. Guys, while I'm doing this, something just popped in my head. There, I went and got my head cut, my hair cut the other day. And I know, it doesn't look like it, but I gotta get this bad boy cut. Got my hair cut the other day. This place here in town, it cost me $15, which is like what the standard like price to get your hair cut now. And 15 bucks. Place called Bourbon and Blades, obviously. You know where this is going, but $15. Got my hair cut. They literally brought me a frozen mug, super frosted, really nice, and they poured a Miller Lite in it for me. $15. Got my head cut, my hair cut, and a free beer and a frozen mug. Super nice. And that's what I'm talking about. And the dude wanted to hire me because of the fact that I had a beard. He's like, yeah, you could sell some product for me, brother. That kind of thing. He didn't call me brother. I just made that part up. I've had some beard oil companies throw some free product at me. Always been pretty interesting, pretty fun. Place called Chattanooga Market that I go to. And they're like, here, wear these free t-shirts. I'm like, wow, I'll take a free t-shirt. Won't mind if I do. What's everybody else working on tonight? What y'all doing? Y'all working on your own stuff in the back while I'm playing around with a robot. Step up that beard game, son. I hate when people call me son. So naturally, I call other people that. That works, right? Whoa, that one's strong. Cool. Look at all that space wolf coloring. Got a Lord of Contagion. Spartan's work on his own stuff too. Finished a unit and a squad for commissions. Had a clean table for a hot minute. Alright, Larry. Good job. Yeah, Reba, you may not want to grow a beard. I mean, you might want to. But you might not want to. Gang for Necromunda. Awesome. Cool. But I don't want to paint that. Whoa. Get it back on the screen. I mean, hey, you know, if a woman wants to grow a beard, that's up to her. Just like it's up to a man if he wants to grow a beard. Except for the company they work for. They might disagree. But, free country. You are free to grow whatever body hair you feel like you want to grow. It is entirely up to you. Not the rest of us. Now, a bunch of us might have something to say, but it is entirely up to you as to how it works, right? We're told one thing and then society says differently. Mob rule. The mob rule! Alright, check that out. Cool, look at that. That's looking good right there, home skillets. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. Alright, so that's that so far. We're going to move over to these hot weapons right here. These are volcano lances, right? Is that what these are? Alright, gotta make some more. I'm making some more, homies. I probably could have just actually taken Space Wolf Gray and cut it into a wash, into a glaze, like a big dummy. I just realized that. But we are already this far along, so we're just going to move forward with it, folk. All kinds of learning happened up in here today. It just dawned on me I could have just done that to begin with. Holy moly, that's too much. I ain't gonna say nothing if you walk in fully furred up and hairy. I'll just not say a thing. Because it ain't none of my business. Say nothing. I'll smile at you. But I won't say nothing. Yep, that's right, Larry. 10 ways to do anything in it. Holy moly, look at how nice that is. I should have gone with that cut earlier. There we go. That was super thin. Super duper thin. So much so that I might have just made a mistake. Mix it back in here again. A little bit more back in. Bloop, 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 bloop. Larry, remember Nick that came to ATC? His kill team was all over the GW Instagram today for his corn kill team. Pretty cool. Like, dang, making it happen. They were, I mean, granted, that's where he works, right? So he kind of knows people. He knows himself. Who's over all that, but regardless of that, it looked really good. I actually need to go back and look at it because I'm wondering if he actually used fantasy models for it. I'm not sure, but it was like a close combat kill team, so I almost would not be surprised if that's what I used. But regardless, it looked really cool. He didn't like your stuff. What are you talking about? What did he not like, and when was that? Because I'll reintroduce it to him. I'll say something. I'll be like, hey, check this out, please. I'll talk to him every now and then, so. Be like, check it out, home skillet. I know they ain't gonna post any of my stuff because I end up using Terminators for my specialists. They'll be like, everybody will start complaining, right? They'll be like, oh my god, there's not Terminators in this. And they'll be like, GW, does this mean we can use Terminators? Like, because the internet. Everybody will be scouring the Kill Team book trying to figure out how in the world you get Death Guard Terminators, Blight Lord Terminators. So naturally, mine is out. Mine will not make it. So I'm just pushing this color around on here. Try to keep it from being super streaky. I don't mind just a little bit because at the end of the day, I would say that trying to paint one of these bad boys in real life would be really hard not to get some streaks. Some areas that are a little bit thicker, better than others. But I don't want to just destroy it either, so I don't make it look like hot garbage and then try to come up with an excuse as to why it looks that way. Cool, so we got those. We got them right there now. Woo! Give my eyes a break for a second. Oh! 5 Shadespire teams and not one of them in the paint competition. I'm not worried about it. I just thought it was funny. Oh, I don't know. Unfortunately, I missed all that. I wish I was there for that part. I mean, I was there. I just went up there. No, your stuff's pretty good. To be honest, you were part of Dice Head, and he knows that you're part of Dice Head, and he's probably trying to keep that from being, like, a thing, to be completely honest, because your stuff looks really good. Hey, did you end up doing the Stone Stormcast 4? Did you end up doing Stone Stormcast for that game, or is that a different project that you did the Stone Stormcast? Because those things are the jam, and you need to show. Woo! You need to show those bad boys off. That's what needs to happen. Those freaking Stone Stormcasts you've got are the jam, man. I love them. They made me want to play. I wanted to play Stormcast because of those. Oh, those are cues? Okay, cool. But you painted those, right? I mean, literally those Stone Stormcast made me want to paint and play Stormcast. Because I wanted stone ones. And then not too long ago, a bunch of people were like, oh my god, stone. And I don't remember. I might have actually been in one of Kenny's streams. They were in the whip gallery. And I think that's where it was. But they were like, oh my god, the stone. I'm like, dude, I know a dude that has some sweet ass stone Stormcast. They look even better than the ones I saw. Like, they were, like, yours were legit. Legit, too legit to quit. Oh, I tell you what would be really cool, right? Like, take one of those, make another stone Stormcast, right? And get one of those mounts, like the dragon or whoever that those dudes ride, and do your stone, and then do your dragon like cracked lava. Use the paint it up like a lava scheme, and then use that Martian Iron Earth. They'll look like cracked lava, and then have like the stone dude riding the cracked lava dragon cat chocobo thing. I don't know what it is. That'd be pretty sweet. Pretty cool idea. That'd be a cool piece, cool custom piece. But yeah, I'm serious, dude. I wanted to play Stormcast because of that. So maybe that's what I'll do with my Shadespire ones, just because I wanted it. I want that. My birthday's in June, Larry. I want that. Alright guys, if you're just stopping by, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. We got a little bit of time left. If you are just stopping by, please go over and give me a follow. Literally just 8 people away. 8 people away from giving away tonight, raffling off a set of SFG slowfusegaming.com bomb wicks, your choice. If you win the raffle, it's your pick as to which ones you'll get, and I'll ship those out to you later this month. Also, we have a top donator giveaway this month. Let me go grab it real quick. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so we have a top donator giveaway this month for the Lady Arcana right here. We're going to give her away. We're going to paint her up, give her away. Top donator for the month of August. That is cumulative. Right now, $16 is taking her home at this moment, guys. Unpainted, she's worth way more than that. So anyhow, that's a creature caster model right there. We're going to paint her up. That'll be this month's top donor giveaway. That'll be the last day of the month. To do that, so that'll happen on the last day of the month. Also, I just got affiliated, so there are subscriptions. So if you want to throw a Twitch Prime subscription, if you haven't already dropped it elsewhere, no big deal, not a problem. If you do, that's awesome. I really appreciate it. We will figure out some goals. I will give you bonus ingots, which are my currency right now. For the month of September, because I will not have redemptions ready till September. Right now we're just getting things going. We're going to have swag bags full of paints, paint brushes, little miniatures, just various different things I get from other companies to try out. I'll be shipping those to you guys. I've even got some extra Shadespire teams, so I'll be handing those out as some sweet swag for cashing in those redemptions and whatnot. So anyhow, that's what we got going on right now. We will be giving away a painted Warlord next month as a top donator also. So well, come on, Larry, win something. Win it. Gotta get in it to win it. All right, so we're going to go back over here. Oh, also, every Monday, I apologize, guys. Might as well tell you my schedule while we're here. Every Monday, rewind. Tonight's my last stream till Sunday. I'll be back 11 o'clock Sunday evening. That's Eastern Standard Time. 11 p.m. We'll be interviewing some people from our Kill Team tournament that we may or may not stream over on the Dicehead_TV stream for Dicehead Games and Comics, dicehead.com. And that's twitch.tv/dicehead_TV. Now, like I said, I don't know if we're going to stream these games or not. We do have the release party for Titanicus Saturday, and we have the Kill Team tournament that I'm running. So the Sunday stream, 11 p.m. here on this channel, we'll be going doing some interviews with some of the players from that tournament, their thoughts going into the tournament beforehand, coming out of the tournament, what they thought about it, what kind of changes they need to make, and what they ran into during the game itself that they were not expecting, because there's not really been any tournament play that's really been reported from what I've seen. This might be the first time we're getting to actually see it in the wild, how this holds up in a tournament setting. So that'll be Sunday evening. Then we'll be back Monday over on Dicehead.com on their Twitch, Dicehead_TV, doing a live game every Monday evening starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Long War crew will be streaming, and they turn around and drop everybody back off into our stream for you guys to see some live battle reports going on. After that, I'll be back on my channel here midnight Tuesday night doing this right here. Wednesday, I'll be doing interviews on podcast at midnight again. 11 p.m. I apologize. And then back at 11 again on Thursday. So 4 nights a week, something's going down. So five nights a week. Is that 5? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yep, 5 nights a week. So that's a lot of opportunity to try and get some free swag. Hopefully you learn something from what I do. I do this anyways. I might as well stream it and let you guys see what I screw up so that you don't do the same thing. Or if you see something that you want to try to mimic because it worked for me and you like it, then awesome. You know, hopefully I help somebody out. That's what it's all about, right? So we're gonna get back to it here. Again, I've got this glaze here that we've mixed up off of another glaze. We're gonna glaze within a glaze. Glazing at a glaze. All right, so it's the world of tomorrow. I like that show. Futurama. Some Futurama for you. All right, so we're gonna go back here. I'm gonna start in case it's still a little too strong because it sat for a little bit. So we're gonna come back here and start in the back because it's not just jumping right out at you like it will from the front. And I'm not trying to necessarily do huge dramatic lines like I would normally want to, because of the scale of this model. It's a little bit, you treat it a little bit differently. Now you don't have to. You do, at the end of the day, you do what you like, right? What you think is cool. But what I'm trying to do is just be aware that I could really look at this model and go, wait a second. You know, those are some heavy lines at the end of the day, right? Like, let's just be honest here. Look at that hatch right there, right? I mean, how big do you think that hatch really is, right? This is what, like a 3-foot model in real life? Like in our world, isn't this like a 3-foot model when it's on the table? And think about like how tall everybody really is. Because check out that hatch right there, right? It's that hatch right there. A little weird, isn't it? Like, that's the kind of thing that when I was building this model, I was like, this is cool. And then I was like, whoa. Like, wait a second. Like, that hatch, though. Like, I'm sure it's to scale. I'm going to just believe that it is. But just weird to see it at a different scale. Like, I think this is 8mm this time around, I believe. Instead of 6. Like before. Again, I believe that's what's happening. I got a question for you guys. Have y'all watched Mike Disney? The Art of Mike Disney. That guy, I know he's not here tonight, but that guy is awesome. You guys should go find him and give him a follow. Like, I had seen him around in the streams, and then I actually went and started following and listening and talking with him. And just from his streams, like, he's just a lot of fun. His streams are in the morning, like 9 o'clock Eastern or so, right? And I don't know what time zone he's in, but like 9 o'clock Eastern for us, for where I'm at. And the dude just has a good old time the whole time. Everybody in there does. Alright, so we got the middle glazed. Now we're coming back here. a little bug fly on my face just then. I'm going straight to the shoulder pads now. Straight to the shoulder pads. I mean, I'm not, like, I keep thinking about the scale of this stuff, right? And I always picture, I'm really bad about picturing this stuff from, like, my point of view. Not as a gamer, but, like, if I was in the world. Like, even, like, when you look at something from the tabletop down, like, you're like, okay, like, certain scale. Then I sit there and actually think about, like, in the real world, if I was to walk up on this situation, like, holy crap, right? Like, could you imagine just looking up? I mean, like, if you go look at all the Scythe artwork for the Scythe board game, that, you know, that's realistically, like, what it would be like, right? Like, you'd just be like, oh my god, like, look at these crazy machines that are insane. Huge. Man, I gotta learn to keep it on the damn camera. Manipulating that little puddle. Really trying to get the way I want it to through here. Ooh, close. Larry, what are you doing tomorrow? You come to the store and help me build the rest of this stuff. That's what you should do. You should come hang out. Come hang out and build some more of this crazy stuff for me. Or the stove. Oh no, I forgot completely about these guys underneath here. Alright. Okay. We'll get to it. We'll make it happen. Check it out. Alright guys, we need to let that sit for a little while and let it do its thing. I'm gonna let that dry before we go back over it. A little bit of airbrush to kind of make it pop, come back and pop just a little bit. But let's actually check it out though. Let's put this thing back together and check out what we're looking at here. Let's see how far along we've come with this thing. I mean, these fades are just really cool to me, right? Like, especially like up here, like the black. That's what I want to go back and is do blacks and whites, make some more dramatic effects in there, right? Boop boop. Bloop. Oh, that's backwards. That's backwards right there. There we go. Oh, did it again. Dadgummit. Cool. Check it out, boys and girls. Getting there. Check that out, guys. That's what we are working with right now. That is pretty cool so far. I get some really good angle on this thing. Is Mark Wally still in here? Are you still in here, buddy? Pack the punch. You still in here? Yeah, starting to come together. Starting to come together. I sound like a weirdo just then, but yeah, it's starting to come together. I'm liking it, homie. still got a ways to go with it. Like I said, I'm going the hard way. I'm going the long way around with this. Unfortunately, because I'm just really good at making my life difficult like that. Looking cool. I'm pretty excited about it. Let that cure. We're going to do a couple more little things to that before I bounce for the night. I've actually got to get up super early and get back to painting. I've got a full group of dudes to finish for a commission to deliver tomorrow. And then I've actually got a midnight release for this game tomorrow night. So I've got a lot of work to do to make it look super cool. I'll be doing a bunch of stuff off camera, but I promise to be documenting those pieces. You'll see it on my Instagram and stuff too. So I'll actually be coming back, and I will come back and do more on stream too, between the two of them, to really finish it up. Like the base, I want to do the base really cool. I got some cool ideas I'm trying to do with that and everything. So whoa, where are we at here? Look at that. Look at that. Come on, give me a focus. Boo, 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 boo. His name is... I don't know, I can't get the focus right. Come on. Give me that autofocus. It does not like it tonight. It does not like it. Alright, so we're gonna get... I think we're just about... it's still drying a little bit. We're just about there. But we can go ahead and go back to the legs here while that dries. This is a mighty big piece for a stream, isn't it? Alright, I did miss a follow. I apologize. Zero Bubsy Zero has followed. I really appreciate it, guys. That puts us at only 7 more people. 7 more follows till we get to do another giveaway. So we're cruising right along. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of brown in here, brown and yellow, just to fix that one knee pad real quick. Alright, so what I was using yesterday, again, like I was saying earlier, I was using Flash Gets Yellow. I was using Flash Gets Yellow with Leather Brown, both, right? Using both of those. I know it's getting late when I start hearing stuff, huh? There we go, that's better. Alright, so I'm going to throw, like I said, I'm going to throw a little bit of Flash Gets Yellow in here. A little bit of Leather Brown. So I said Leather Brown, yeah, Leather Brown. And then I'm going to cut it with some of that reducer. Swirl it up real nice. Give me a nice funky color of gross brown. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on here, not a whole lot. Nice fade right there. Alright, that'll do it right there. That's all I had to do. Put a little fade on there. Alright, we're going to reset the chamber. We're going to take the pot, clean the pot out real good before we move on to our next color. Clean it out real good. Alright, so now we're going to get all that yellow off there. We're going to get all that yellow off there real quick. Subs for everybody! I gotta make an emote. Who makes emotes, man? I gotta find somebody to make me an emote. I think that's part of my thing. I don't know yet. Woo! Alright, cool. So we're going to, like earlier, we're going to drop just a little bit of blue. First, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of mixing medium in there, right? Just to get it super. I want this to be super transparent because I don't want to turn around and take back all the work we just did, right? So I want to blow this on there really super transparent and softly. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of blue. And a little more of white than of the blue. Alright, got a little bit of yellow water in there by accident, but I think we'll be okay. We'll find out here in a second. And we're going to mix it up. Yeah, there we go. There we go, we're getting there. A little more white. Almost where I want it. Alright, so we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna mix that up. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Alright. Again, we're going to come back in here at that 45-degree angle from before. We're going to just gently do it here, guys. Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. Come back and look. Do a little more. Come back and look. This is transparent, so it's going to take a little bit to actually make this thing happen, right? Because we don't want to ruin everything we just did. All we want to do, all we're wanting to do is just bring back, you know, bring it back. That's all we want to do. Just bring it back. There we go. Now we're talking. Just bringing it back. Whoa. Just bringing it back. Just doing some cool transitions on here. Alright, so we're bringing it back. right. Alright, now I'm gonna go back over here in the back side again. Just a little bit, goes a long way. Get a little bit closer on it here. With it being super transparent too, what happens is that it's going to turn around and actually fade away a little bit more when it dries. But I mean, that's looking good right there. Like we pulled it back. That's what I'm talking about. Nice and smooth again. Go back over here. Pull this gun off. Again, I'm going to go back to that original angle I had for that pre-highlight. That's what I'm talking about right there, boys and girls. Alright, got that one. Let me get the other one off here without screwing anything up. There we go. Pull these back off. There we go. Like I said, this is a Space Wolf Gray. It's not necessarily blue, even though a Space Wolf Gray is blue, right? We don't necessarily want it to just be a blue model because it's not what's up, right? That's not what it's all about for them, like for their armor. Like just not what it is. So we don't necessarily want, like, look at that compared to that, right? That's blue armor. It's cool, but that's blue armor in comparison to that. So, alright, so I'm going to go back in here. I'm not going to worry about taping this off right now because we're just doing a little bit of work here. Nothing crazy. Just bringing that highlight back in. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Go ahead and go over here to this one. Do it evenly right now while we're doing this. Same thing. Bringing that out. Again, this is super thin, so if I'm not careful, it will blow runs all in it. It'll suck. Alright, so we're going back to this angle here. Doing a little bit of highlight from this direction just for the rear. The ass end back here. Again, I don't stop moving the brush. I try to remember to always continue to move the brush, or else I can end up with some really bad runs. This part I'm going to have to tape because we're right against the head on this thing. And we'll turn it green real quick. So I'm going to do the best we can to tape this off real quick before I go any further. Larry, what time are you coming out tomorrow, buddy? I gotta show that Mortarian. Probably around noonish. Okay, cool. Alright, so again, we're coming back in. We're not going to do everything. We're just doing this top panel through here. Just trying to get that appeal, that highlight through there, right? Check it out, boys and girls. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Look at that. Man, this is looking cool. Cool. Oh, I got plenty of backlog myself. More than my fair share. I've actually, Larry, I need somebody to start building stuff for me too, if you're interested in doing some building. But that's all stuff that I need relatively fast, not like a backlog type of stuff. If that's any sort of interest to you. May or may not. I know you got your hands a bit full usually, so I just hit those a little bit there. Now I'm gonna go back into here underneath. I completely missed all this underneath here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish taping the helmet off here real quick. Bear with me here while I tape this off. Now I know most of this underneath here is going to end up metals, right? But I've got all these panels underneath here. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing some color. And it's not the blue that I necessarily want to go with, but I need to go ahead and put something on it to get it rocking and rolling, so that I can remember to go back in here and do this. Because I'm going to probably do something a little different with these. But they're there, they're done. They're not going to be saturated with actual color as much as they are going to be actual gray, because of the fact that these are going to be underneath all the light and not going to be really out there for the world to really, I mean, obviously if you're a dude down on the ground you're going to see it, right? But I'm not like super saturating full of color or anything like that on these. Just enough to get the point across that they are what they are, you know. So I'm going to use that, and I'm actually going to go back and blow a darker gray above that and give it actual gray color. It's in the shadow, so that's cool. That's cool, yo. I probably won't even do a real glaze. I'll probably thin out a light tone from Army Painter and put on it. Alright, and I'm going to clean the pot out again. Holy crap, I used the wrong brush for that. That's not good. That's a good brush. There's my mixing brush right there. There we go. Alright. Cool. So we've got all that happening. Get this tape pulled off of here without peeling all the paint off. There we go. Alright, so that's where we're at so far. I'm going to go one more step here, and now I'm going to scare the shit out of everybody. And I'm going to put some black in the brush, and we're going to start painting some black on here. Ain't that right? Woo! Put some black on it. Put some dadgum black on it. First, I'm going to take my wash. I'm going to throw it, or my wash. Ooh, oopsie daisy. Clear. Throw some clear in there. I'm going to use like almost like we were talking about ghost tints earlier. I'm going to use a transparent black from Createx, which again, not the best stuff in the world, but it does what I need. I've been pretty happy with it so far. So we are going to mix that up and see what happens. Like a boss. It's a super, I mean, you can just see from doing this, like it's a super clear black that I'm using. Nothing crazy. I just want to go back in and do some cool transitions. I want to accent some of these other ones that are already on here. Accent them. Whew, I got dark quick. I don't want to creep up too much on there. I just want to get where I want to get and move on. Cool. Nothing crazy. Like I said, I just want to get some cool fades on there. Just the edges. There we go. This also, in my opinion, this kind of thing also gives a lot of character from a distance away. Like somebody walking up to the table is going to see some cool fades and be like, "Oh, that's pretty neat," right? So I think it helps kind of with that effect a little bit. Like the splatter. I'm getting some splatter that I'm not a big fan of right now. Cool. I feel like I get way more splatter when I do light stuff like this, where I'm not really giving it, you know, the paint, not really pushing it in, really trying to there we go. Cool. Don't want to just ruin that. Hold on a second. Get that out of the way before I blow black all over everything in the background. Again, all I'm trying to do right now is just throw some dark patches in here, dark color in here. What's going to happen is whenever I go back and trim it out, it'll actually make way more sense. Alright, cool. Now we're looking pretty cool. I didn't really want that to happen, but it happened. Oopsie daisy. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we're just giving it depth is all we're doing. We're not trying to do anything crazy. Okay, almost done with this for right now. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I just messed up my spray completely. I'll have to go back and... Alright. Got some pretty cool highlights and lowlights put on this bad boy here. Let me clean the brush out. Go back and look at this real quick. Might have just overdid that just a little bit there. Alright, so I'm going to clean that out, do one more highlight, and we're going to call it. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. It's right there. All right, I'm gonna put, again, we're gonna put a little bit of clear in there in the brush. A bit of blue. A little bit of black in there right now. It'll be okay. Make it dirty. Lots of white. I'm gonna go back one more time with a highlight here. I have just found that it's always up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down with these colors. Oh crap. I just diluted that pull a little bit. Like a big dummy. Alright. Super white. Probably made some people cringe just then. Now obviously this is a little different. Like I said, on this bigger stuff it's a little different. These transitions you can add, take away, add, take away, add, take away, and get what you're looking for compared to a marine, right? Things are a little different with the marine. You do it too much with marine, you're probably going to start looking a little funky, really just overdoing it, you know, especially when you got 50 of them to paint. This is a little bit different. Get some of that out of here. Not white enough. Almost there. Not white. Holy crap, we just got a subscription from Waldo's. Man, I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. I do appreciate it, and I will be dropping a good amount of currency in there for the month of September. I'll have that recorded for you. That, I believe, is my first subscription ever right there. Waldo's, I appreciate it, buddy. I can't hype it, but if you can, you go ahead and do that. I don't have emotes yet. Give that man some love. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey man, I really appreciate that, buddy. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, got that cat. We are almost there, guys. I just had to thin it just a little bit here. Drop a little bit more white in there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we're taking it back to 11. Guys, I really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it a lot. Waldo's, thank you for the subscription. Guys, I really appreciate all the support. I'm I know some of y'all are back there just lingering, checking stuff out. Thank you just for stopping by. Thursday nights might be a bit of a dead night on Twitch. I don't know. So all I know is we are making some progress over here, and you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate you throwing it this way, man. Thank you very much. Alright, so I'm going to go back just a little bit here. I'm going to push it just a little bit on this highlight here. Give it a little bit more than I would normally give it. Uh-oh. Oh, that was actually perfect. That works. Perfect. Right in the middle there. Making it look a little more gray. Like a Space Wolf. Not so much, but the blues are awesome, but at the end of the day, you still gotta have the grays in there. Gotta keep it looking fresh. A little highlight right there, right? Brad, just taking it down through there. Bringing it back on over here. And that, I believe, is going to just about do it for us. Oh, and by the way, if anybody who might be going to their stores this weekend to practice learning this game with this in the store, there should be, if I'm not mistaken, most people's manager kits should have a scale cardboard cutout that each of the players can get to learn this game with, which is pretty cool. Kind of like what they did with the rhinos and stuff. What was it? What did they do? Rhinos or something last fall? Something like that to scale cardboard. It's pretty cool. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me clean out this airbrush, guys. I'm gonna go over the stuff that I was talking about earlier again. And then we're gonna call it. We're gonna raid somebody. All right. Let me kick off the compressor. I'll be right back. It is 1:37 a.m. We have been live for 2 hours, 43 minutes and a half over here on my stream. Let us see what we look like now before we start putting our line work in, all of our detail work in. That'll be when this thing really comes to life and starts looking legit. Right now we just got these extreme ups and downs. You can see just from the black trim pieces I've done so far with some little white highlights on those, what we are going to be looking at when this bad boy is said and done. So that's what we're looking at so far. It is looking good. It is getting there. Pretty excited about it. Did those low lights, highlights. Looking pretty cool. All right, guys. Thank you all for checking things out tonight. I really appreciate it. We're going to get ready to pass the torch off to somebody. I don't know who yet, but that's what we got going on right there. This guy is looking freaking sweet. I am super excited about it. I don't know. I just, this is pretty cool. I'm really liking it. It's not, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, to be honest. When I started this project, I thought, you know, this might be odd. All in all, it's just like painting a dreadnought or something, right? It's looking really cool. Really having fun with it. Again, guys, we do have that follower gold giveaway. We're going to try to hit that Sunday when I come back. If it happens in between then I'll do the drawing Sunday if it happens in between now and then. Again, Waldos, thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. We will be live again possibly Saturday, but definitely Sunday at 11 o'clock doing interviews with some people from our Kill Team tournaments. Again, there'll be questions about going into it, what it was like during and after, and what they saw on the tabletops in a tournament format for Kill Team. Also, guys, like I said earlier, we are going to be giving away the Lady Arcana from Creature Caster. She will get painted up next week on stream. Next 2 weeks, we'll be doing some work to her on a couple of those days. She will be our top donator giveaway for the month of August. Right now we're sitting at about $16 for that top donator at the moment. So we'll see what happens. What else are we looking at? Cool. I'll come up with some new stuff. Again, Waldos, you're going to get some extra stream currency. I apologize. Stream currency so you guys can cash those kind of things in September. I will carry that over to September's currency. I'll be able to edit that when the month refreshes, and every follow and donation and subscription gets you extra currency. And again, we'll go over more of that later on. Those swag bags will have brushes, paints, magnets, miniatures, bases, all those different things in it. So should be pretty cool. Awesome. Well, guys, thank y'all. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to look on my phone at 3%, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to jump straight on to, let me see here. Give me just a second here. We're going to see if we can go raid somebody. Hope there's no private. All right, so we're going to creative. Then we're going to go find our miniatures here and see who we can find to try to do a raid. Got Kalini, Thunderdome RU, myself, if you Corsair, oh wait, Melon Head, Orion, Aaron Jagbang, Skull Crusher, and someone playing Minecraft. You guys have any thanks, Waldos. I appreciate it, buddy. You guys have any recommendations as to who we go over to? They're going to do Collini for a minute. Get that rocking and rolling. Get my headset plugged in so I can hear. Cool. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but I think so. Yeah, Waldo's, I think Colleen's the only one I recognize. I'm going to go ahead and drop into him. It'll be my first time doing that, and then I'll get somebody new on the next one. So, again, guys, I appreciate it. It is quiet night. I noticed that. I would stream longer, but I've got to get up in the morning and start streaming again, so...
Alright, I guess I'm going to call it here. Got a lot longer than I planned.
Uh-oh, he's leaving.
Let's see.
We'll see what happens. We may stick around if we get raided. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if he's getting ready to raid or he's leaving. If he's leaving, we're just gonna go somebody else. If that's odd. I never had that happen.
You know what? I haven't raided Skull Crusher in forever.
Okay, so he's going to Skull Crusher, so we'll drop in on him then. How funny. I'm literally the worst of this. There we go. Skull Zero Crusher, I believe.
How's it going, Collini? How's your stream, buddy? I was watching a bit of it, so you're doing some digital painting. Not much, man. Just finishing.
There we go. Alright guys, again, thank y'all very much for hanging out. We're going to jump over there with him. I really appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you, Waldos. Thank you, everybody. I'll be back again probably early in the morning if I decide to stream in the morning. But we'll see what happens.
Yes, I only see upside down. I should probably fix the focus, but and I got a new setup here where my computer's on that side of the table and I'm on this side.
There was a fire!